Yo, 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 word is bond. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Peace to the goddesses, to the gods. Much love. Divine oneness, divine light, primordial darkness, family. Let's get into this build today. As you all know, we got a Golden Dome for America agenda, which is actually a psychological operation. Now, before I get further into this video, let's watch this clip.
The American people that I would build a cutting-edge missile defense shield to protect our homeland from the threat of foreign missile attack. And that's what we're doing. Today I'm pleased to announce that we have officially selected an architecture for this state-of-the-art system that will deploy next-generation technologies across the land, sea, and space, including space-based sensors and interceptors. And Canada has called us and they want to be a part of it. So we'll be talking to them. They want to have protection also. So as usual, we help Canada do the best we can. This design for the Golden Dome will integrate with our existing defense capabilities and should be fully operational before the end of my term. So we'll have it done in about 3 years. Once fully constructed, the Golden Dome will be capable of intercepting missiles even if they are launched from other sides of the world and even if they are launched from space. And we will have the best system ever built. As you know, we helped Israel with theirs, and it was very successful. And now we have technology that's even far advanced from that, but including hypersonic missiles, ballistic missiles, and advanced cruise missiles. All of them will be knocked out of the air. We will truly be completing the job that President Reagan started 40 years ago, forever ending the missile threat to the American homeland, and the success rate is very close to 100%.
Nah, I don't know about y'all reflections, but I call bullshit, right, on all that. You have to understand that this psyop, psychological operation, this is all a part of the agenda, right? The New World Order agenda. This is a very dangerous world. We're going to do whatever to protect our citizens like never before. Bullshit. All of this is symbology, right? It's symbolic to the golden age. I'm going to get deeper into the symbolism later on in the video, but right here, this publication says the Golden Dome for America. The Golden Dome stands as a layered defense shield safeguarding the American homeland, right? With unwavering precision, ensuring the security of and resilience of our nation. The Golden Dome for America is a revolutionary concept to further the goals of peace through strength and President Trump's vision for deterring adversaries from attacks on the homeland. Notice they keep saying homeland, right? Because this is a true ancient Kemet, the true ancient land, the true old world in the Americas. Tamari, you have to understand this, family, right? It's all symbolism. It's all covert ops. And this right here, I had to go ahead and do some gematria, family. It's connected to the binary coding system of the simulated reality that we stay in, right? That we live in, that we are projected consciousness, spirit, soul into this subjugated realm, right? So there are a few different things that I saw that I noticed, right? Judgment, 0 Day, Tammuz, right? Resonance, American Eagle, New Earth, Ashkenazi, 6ix9ine, Divine Gene, Tesla Boat, Guardians, right? Skynet at the top, Jeff Bezos, right? Microchipped, God as a code, Golden Dome, right? Lord God, more, Andromeda, Third Eye, Harmony. So again, family, once you understand how the binary coding system works, right, and how everything is connected, right, through numerical components, right, through numbers, right, that's why numerology is so accurate. That's why it's a good way to take. It's a great outlet to take when you're doing divination and things like that, when you're trying to tap in to the codes of the algorithm of the simulated reality, right? Binary codes, numbers are everything. Just understand that. Now let's get into the symbolism of the Golden Dome, right? Now once you understand the importance of gold, right? The gold you can find in the melanated bodies and the waters, the sweet waters of Kai, of Tiamat, right? And monatomic gold in specific, which is a liquid aspect of gold, right? you can see the importance of gold, right? That's why we're in the golden age, right? The golden sun cycle age. So it's all symbolic because these beings, these draconians, these reptilians understand that America is a true chosen land, and they want to put a golden dome, right? Which is really symbolic to us doing it ourselves. We're protecting our own self with the golden frequency, the solar frequency. Because even in ancient times, we always understood the abundance, the importance of minerals, right? Of gold, of crystals, things like that. We never degraded the energy, right? The life force, the soul force of our minerals, of the abundance, right? Because the frequency of gold connects to your soul, right? Which is directly connected to the solar flares and the uprising of the gods and goddesses, right? Because, like I said, we are in the return of the golden age, family. You have to understand everything that the deep state cabal, Trump and his administration are propagating through the media and these news outlets. It's all in the political world. It's all symbolic to the frequency of the planet. What's going on in the frequency of the planet? Pay attention to your enemies, right? They understand we're in the golden cycle, the sun cycle, the new age, right? It's the return of the golden ones, right? It's the return of the golden age, right? The serpent, right? The great mother, the great dragon and her sons and daughters, right? You have to understand that the snake is eating his tail right now, right? This is the Ouroboros energies. This is the infinity, right? And it's also inevitable within this infinite loop that we were going to rise, right? So that's what this is about. That's what they mean that the Anunnaki is going to return. They're actually talking about the Christ consciousness, right? And that the Elohim consciousness has already risen. And that's why they're doing all these psychological operations, right? Talking about golden domes, right? Y'all forget about that we already live under a hydrogen dome, right? We already live in a dome, right? And most people, mental capacity are trapped inside of a dome. Could be once you understand the mentalism aspect of it all, right? I feel like personally that they're only saying the golden dome is because in a way they want to restrict our powers, right? They want to restrict our soul force from this ancestral karma that they're going to get, right? This cosmic karma. But they can't, because again, this is all Egyptian prophecy. This is all Hopi prophecy. This is all Mayan prophecy, family. This was prophesied from the elves, from the gods and goddesses thousands of years ago, eons, right? The prophetesses, the sibyls, right? This was all a part of the divine grand plan, the ascension plan, right? Because like I said, we are in the solar cycle 25, in the golden age, Aquarius. We've entered different new cycles, right? Evolutionary cycles, not revolutionary cycles, evolutionary cycles, right? Where the planet remembers who she is, where all the beings and organisms and entities remember who they are, especially if they are connected directly to source, which are the Melanites, right? The Melaninites, the 9 ether beings, which you want to call black people, but we're not black, right? You have to understand that these are all codes, right? But we are gold, we are green, we are, at the end of the day, we are everything, right? Once you understand the amalgamation of all colors in existence, right? So I would take that with supreme energy, right? Like I said, they're using the gold tactic because they understand we have gold inside of our brains, inside of our pineal gland, right? Inside of the pituitary gland, right? That's where they get the land of milk and honey, right? The gold, the golden land, Tamerica, right? What they want to call ancient Egypt, but it's ancient Kemet, where the true chosen people reside, right? So you have to understand that this is all a psychological operation. This is all games, but it's also in alignment with what's going on a planetary scale, right? On a microscopic scale, on a macroscopic scale, right? So you have to understand that at the end of the day, no matter what these beings, these draconians, reptiles, these malevolent ones say, it's always connected to divine prophetic divination from us, family, from the gods. Don't let this mass hysteria tactic get to y'all, family. Don't let it distract you. Just remember, we are rising, family. Tap into that gold frequency. Fuck a gold dome. Let's bring the goal home. Ashe.